Stop treating AI like a search engine. Most AI workflows are actually productivity traps. You spend more time debugging the AI's hallucinations than you would have spent writing the code from scratch. And the truth, if you're just copy-pasting from a browser, you're doing it wrong. I've spent the last year stress testing every LLM and IDE extension available to find the actual golden stack for professional engineering. To actually move faster, you don't need more tools. You need to integrate 3 specific tools in a very specific order. In this video, I'm breaking down the AI coding stack for 2025. I'll show you exactly how to use Claude 3.5 for high-level architecture, Cursor for deep context implementation, and GitHub Copilot for the final mile of boilerplate. By the end of this, you'll stop fighting the AI and start shipping features in half the time. Most of you are trapped in the AI loop. You describe a feature, hit enter, and boom, 50 lines of code appear. It feels like magic. Until you run it, and it crashes. So you copy the error, feed it back to the AI, and it gives you a fix that breaks 3 other things. Now you're not coding. You're just playing a game of telephone with a large language model. This is the AI productivity trap. You feel faster because the lines per minute are up, but your actual velocity is plummeting. You've stopped thinking about the architecture and started thinking about the prompt. You're losing your mental model of the code base. For mid to senior devs, this is dangerous. You're trading deep architectural understanding for superficial speed. Every time you blindly accept a suggestion from Copilot or a hallucinated library from Claude, you're adding technical debt that you'll have to pay back with interest in 3 months. You aren't an engineer anymore. You're a glorified code reviewer for a machine that doesn't actually understand how your system works. The friction of switching tabs, the cognitive load of auditing AI hallucinations, and the prompt fatigue are actually slowing you down. If you're just switching tabs between a chat window and your editor, you're not leveraging AI. You're fighting it. The problem isn't the AI. It's your workflow. Most developers treat AI like a magic box. You throw in a prompt, hope for the best, and spend the next hour debugging the hallucinations. That's a productivity trap. To actually move faster, you need to stop using one tool for everything. You need a tiered AI stack. Here is the 2025 blueprint for a seamless workflow. Layer 1, the architect. This is Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Do not start in your IDE. Start in a dedicated chat environment. Why? Because you need a space for high-level reasoning without the noise of your files. Use Claude to map out the logic, define the data structures, and architect the API contracts. If you're stuck on a conceptual block, this is where Perplexity comes in to pull real-time documentation. Once the blueprint is solid, you move to layer 2, the executioner. This is Cursor. Cursor isn't just a fork of V's code, it's an AI-native environment. This is where you implement the blueprint from Claude. The secret here is the @ symbol. Stop copying and pasting. Use @codebase to let the AI index your entire project. When you need a feature implemented, don't just ask for the code. Ask Cursor to apply the changes directly to your files based on the logic you defined in layer 1. This eliminates the context gap that kills your momentum. Finally, we have layer 3, the finisher. This is GitHub Copilot. Now wait. Why use Copilot if you have Cursor? Because Copilot is the king of micro-efficiencies. While Cursor handles the systemic changes, Copilot handles the boilerplate. The repetitive arrays. The boring unit tests. The I know exactly what goes here, I just don't want to type it moments. Think of it like this: Claude is the architect. Cursor is the lead developer. Copilot is the fast-typing intern. When you separate these roles, you stop fighting the tool and start directing the output. You aren't just writing code faster, you're maintaining a higher level of cognitive control over your system. Here is the result. When you stop fighting the AI and start orchestrating it, you don't just code faster. You think clearer. You move from asking, how do I write this function, to how do I architect this system? To build this exact stack, I've put the links in the description. Cursor is the heart of this workflow. It's an absolute game changer for context-aware coding. For the research phase, I use Perplexity AI to skip the SEO spam and get straight to the documentation. And for those of you in massive enterprise monoliths, JetBrains AI remains the gold standard for deep refactoring. Stop guessing and start shipping. Grab those tools below and level up your velocity. If this workflow clicked for you, hit subscribe. We're decoding the 2025 dev stack every single week. Now go build something.